All right, hopefully my head is not cut off.
Stands out.
I'm crooked, or I'm sideways. All right, we're gonna have to be vertical or else I will have to abort this whole thing, so sorry. Never fails. Good evening, Nancy. Hey, Wendy. Hi, Nova. Hey, Beth. Hopefully, so I have an entire apothecary cutout to sew. I don't know if I want to sew it on this. We'll see what happens when I open it up. Hey, Sheila. And plus I'm totally like on the wrong side of the room and out of my element here, so it feels a little weird. And the vertical. YouTube is just out to get me, I think. Hey, Rose. Sonia. I might have already said hi to you. I don't remember. Okay, so I might just start opening this because it's like killing me since I got it earlier and haven't been able to open it. So if you watched my last live, I talked about that I saw, it was actually the same machine on Marketplace. It was $300. I found it, and somebody else, Maria, that was watching, she also found the same machine on Amazon, and it was like $450, brand new. So I figured I'd rather pay $150 extra and get the brand new one that isn't possibly messed up. Oh, hey, Amber. Hi, Linda. So anyway, we're going to open this and see if it's junk. Maybe it's good. My hope is, like, I don't really need a portable sewing machine necessarily, but my hope is that it's good for bag making, since it is like a walking foot. It was listed as an leather sewing machine. So my hope is that it can be a good option for people that don't have room for an industrial or can't afford one, because like $450 is the price of a decent domestic. So I'm super excited to see if this is going to be something that can be a possibility for people. And I mean, I guess I could take it with me if I go somewhere. It is very heavy. So I guess that's a good thing because it's probably metal. And there's another whole box in here. And I think it comes in a carrying case also. Hey, Brittany. Yeah, I did hear of the brand Consew before. And I know that they make industrials. I didn't know that they had like a portable walking foot machine. So that's new to me. Hopefully this instruction manual actually tells me like where to oil it and stuff, because I don't know anything about this. And also the reason, hey Chris, the reason that I have a whole apothecary cutout to maybe sew on this machine is because Brittany told me YOLO. So I have no choice. TV froze, but not phone. Everything looks good on my end. I have myself up on my iPad and my laptop. I will never doubt that it is my Wi-Fi though. A downside of living in the middle of nowhere is that I have like literally no internet options. So we have like the Starlink satellite thing because that was the only thing we could get. All right, I'm gonna put this on the floor. Not sure how to get it out of here. Hopefully, yeah, you guys can still see me. froze on the laptop. Yeah, it definitely could be my internet. Plus, like, everything is streamed. My kids play video games. Maybe I should have took it out of the box before the video, huh? Oh, I'm sorry about the styrofoam noise. We did get the whole new door installed though, so that's good. And I bought like the cheapest doorknob that they sold, and it feels like it is. So that's great. I'm probably going to break it in the process. The inside box looks just like the outside box. I have styrofoam in my hair, I think. Okay, we got it out of one box. Okay, I don't want to flip it upside down. Think I should flip it upside down? Oh, there's something taped in there. You know what, I'm going to cut the bottom open and then push it through. I was going to do this all up on the desk, but yeah. Oh my God, I'm sorry. That's so loud. It is very heavy. There it goes. So anyway, I think it's supposed to have like a carrying case. So hopefully it does. All right. Okay, we've got a case with bobbins. So these are smaller than like the 1181 bobbins. They almost look like what I had for my 8700. There's these like little felt discs. I don't know what those are. Push it with my feet. I am very, very grateful for the size of my sewing room. That was the whole reason why I wanted to buy this house. And it has a barn, and that's why my husband wanted it. So we both got what we wanted. All right, so it has like a little oil bottle that's empty. Couple little screwdrivers. Little spindle thing for the thread to go through. I don't know what this is for. Comes with size 21 needles. And I think DP 17, I think that's the same size that go into the Juki. I am going to look at the bobbins. I think this is the same bobbin size that the 8700 takes, which would be cool because then I have other bobbins. Nope, so the bobbins are the same size, like around, but the Consew bobbin is this one. It's like fatter. So it's not the same. I wasn't sure what size bobbins. I was going to buy extra because I figured there's only 3. I can't have that much loaded up. All right. Yeah, there's no carrying case on this. So maybe if you order the one off Amazon, it does not come with the carrying case. Oh my gosh, the styrofoam is going to kill me. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, there's like little styrofoam everywhere. Okay, so it very much looks like an industrial machine, just tiny. You see that? I'm hoping that that book tells me where to oil it. There's styrofoam everywhere. And hopefully you don't have to have like something underneath of it. Because I really thought it had like a plastic thing on the bottom. But I looked at multiple, so maybe the one on Amazon was cheaper because it doesn't have a case. Oh, there's other pieces here. All right. I thought so. Amber, was that the one on Amazon? I might like reach out to somebody because I really thought that it was going to have a case, but it doesn't. And the box doesn't have a spot for it. No, there definitely is not one. Yes, instructions are a good thing, but who knows what they'll have. Oh, maybe maybe the one on Ken Sewing sells. This came from Amazon, shipped it, but it was from like international something. I don't know what hole this goes in. So it has like a thread stand. Oh, I think that goes in this hole and then you tighten that screw. I don't know. Okay. So let's kind of look at the instruction manual and see. Okay, it has speed of the machine, oiling, needle, thread, tension, adjusting the bobbin case. There's a lot of stuff here, so. Oh, thank you, Brittany. I'm actually going to look at that real quick. So, Kiara, I did not really get it for traveling. I got it because it was $400, like with tax, it was like $450. And I thought that it was a good option for people that don't have the space for an industrial, or maybe couldn't afford one, and that this could be a different option for them. So I wanted to test it out and see how it works. Nope, the one I bought definitely does not come with a case. So that's probably why it was cheaper than everywhere else. I guess I'm probably not going to take it anywhere anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, there were other ones when I just Googled the model that did have a case. See, maybe I should have bought that one off of Facebook Marketplace because it had a case. But, oh well. I really am probably not going to take it anywhere. Okay, so let's see. Before operating, oil all metal to metal working parts and at the places indicated. Use only genuine sewing machine oil. Operate the machine briefly on scrap material after oiling. Frequent oiling is recommended. Okay, so The book literally like points to 500 spots that you have to oil. Oh, awesome, Jennifer. How do you like it? It could be there is one that has a case that I saw pictures of though. Like it had a bottom case at least, because you have to oil, it looks like a lot of the spots in the bottom of it because it's not like a self-oiling machine. Sasha, I will definitely let you know. We might not know today, but oh, you can add the bottom thing for $50. So you know what? I might go somewhere and see if I can just buy the bottom thing because I feel like it's going to be messy. Oh, and I'll definitely check out the Consew YouTube channel too. Sherry, I saw some of the reviews on Amazon. It said like that you have to oil it a lot and stuff, but then I also read one that seemed very informative that like said once you get it kind of broke in and oil it frequently and everything, that it really runs well. The first thing I'll be getting styrofoam off of it because I think it's going to be stuck on here for the next 10 years. There's styrofoam everywhere. It is loud. Yeah, I expect it to be. I guess quiet is not my main concern. Sewing through heavy fabrics with something that's more affordable and smaller for people who don't have the room for full industrial. That was my main focus, I guess, with this. So I don't know if I want to start oiling it. Like I do want to sew on it, so maybe we just go for it. I brought a whole roll of paper towels. Amber, it is heavy. I think, or it's heavy to me. I'm also like very weak. I think I'm very weak. I feel like it's like 40 or 50 pounds. I don't know. Oh, awesome, Melissa. I will order the case for $42. I think that'll be worth it because the bottom seems like it'll drip oil. I swear it said somewhere how much it weighs. 18 kilograms. But that doesn't really mean anything to me. 45 pounds. Okay. Yeah. So 45 pounds is very heavy for me. I'm like very, very weak. So go biceps and bags. Heck yeah. All right. Let's just look at this one picture at a time and get some oil in this thing. So the diagram of the back, they show putting oil in there. Oh, I'm so nervous to oil it. Oh, it is oily. Like I don't want to get oil in the belt though. The whole thing's a little bit oily. The heck is going on in my house? Oh, ice maker. Somebody's getting ice out of the ice maker. Oh, that's a good tip for the styrofoam. Barely damp paper towel or soft cloth. Okay, so do I dare dip a paper towel in the water I'm drinking? We'll just dump a little bit out. Do you guys like my nice tumbler? I got this from Brittany at the Emporium. Hi, Nicole. All right, so we're gonna wipe off some of the styrofoam first. It's just everywhere. And I feel like this machine has a very industrial kind of feel in that it's like kind of dirty. It's not, I don't know. I guess when you buy an industrial machine, it's a little oily and dirty-ish. Oh, There's a nice little film on the tension dial. That was fun to peel off. I don't know, one thing at a time, because I don't know where you set the stitch length. And like, is this reversed? What is this knob? I don't know. The damp paper towel works wonders to get the styrofoam off. 41 years of my life, and I did not know that it would do that. So thank you very much, Mouse Boots. I don't know your real name. Okay, that feels better. I will definitely have fun. I'll have something. Hopefully it's fun. All right, I guess let's just go in here and put oil in the spots where, okay, so there's an arrow pointing. I don't know what, do you guys want to see like the back of this, I guess. So there's an arrow pointing here. I'm just going to get oil in everything and then kind of run it and then kind of clean it up. There's an arrow pointing to the screw. And I already did that. And there's one pointing over here, but I feel like in there, not actually on the belt. Okay, and then there's a diagram of, do I have to open this? I feel like this diagram right here looks like I need to take this plate off the side. You know what, Sherry? I bet you this oiler that it came with, see how tiny that is? If I put oil in this, it would probably be less messy. Wait, Melissa, was it you that has the machine? Jennifer, do you know when you oil this side of it, do you have to actually like screw this plate off of it? Because all the parts that it's showing me to oil there, you can't actually see. So I feel like I need to unscrew this. Should I not do it? No, I might not be able to. It doesn't unscrew that easy, so. Oh, you do have to. Okay. Let me find an actual. I'm weak when it comes to screwdrivers too, so. Beth, I'm nervous too. What if I ruin it before I even sew with it? You do have to take the end plate off. Okay. Oh, I got that one loosened. Look at them getting stronger already. The screws are really off. Okay, got that one. It's so tight. This is my husband's job. Why don't I have like an actual drill or something? I'm trying to see if we left any tools in here from the door earlier. Okay, we did not leave tools in here from the door. Hi, Maria. But I have this thing that looks like it might be easier. Don't mind me over here taking a brand new machine apart. Oh, the bottom one just needs, and then you can just kind of swing this out of the way, right? Hopefully not like that. The screwdriver is like stripped out. I didn't know I was going to need tools. I'm not prepared. Oh, that's a good idea too for the mag. I have, yeah, I'm all greasy. I have a magnetic bowl right back there with clips in it. And I have another one actually right here with my clips in it. So yeah. Okay, yeah, I thought that was thread tension. Where do you change the stitch length? Is that this thing? Because that's, I don't know. And do you have a reverse, or do you just like reverse with the knob? I need one of these things to fit in here. Maybe like I'll just use one of these. I might not get any further than this. Oh, it is also the reverse. Okay. Aha, got it. Is it bad if I take it all the way out so I can see everything? It'll be fine, right? What's the worst that'll happen? Okay. I am a greasy mess. So we want to put oil in here. These diagrams do not look exactly like the real thing. We want to put some in here. I think here. I should just like get a spray bottle and like just spray it everywhere. Put some here. So then anybody that uses this, like, is it sufficient to oil it before you begin a project? Metal to metal if it moves. Or do I have to like take the side of this off in the middle of sewing something to oil it? Because I don't want to do that. So hopefully the oil hangs on at least through a bag. Oh, you have to take the top piece off too? Sorry. Their little diagram only shows, well, I think that's the bottom. This whole top piece I have to take off? Oh boy. Do you do this like just one time before a project, or do you have to do it like often? All right, I think I got all of the parts in there, plus some that the arrows were pointing to. Top off and bottom. All right, so, okay. If you can afford an industrial machine and you have the room for it, I recommend it because you don't have to take it apart. Oh, I see where that bottom one, I could have just lifted it out of there. I think that goes that way. Yeah, it does. All right. I see. Next time. Yeah, for the bottom, I'll just flip it over. That's what we're going to go to next, and then I'll look at the top of it. It's kind of nerve-wracking taking this apart. Nancy, I do think it was tested before I bought it because there's like this little chunk of vinyl in here that has stitching on it. So they did sew something on it. And it is oily, but it says to oil it before using it, so I don't want to mess it up. For every 8 hours of sewing. Oh, that's a good tip. Yeah, but you don't do that. So maybe when it gets noisy or squeaky. I don't necessarily on my other one either. Like my Juki, I oil it when it starts squeaking. So probably not as often as I should. Oh, good idea, Jennifer. I'll put some paper towels down. I grabbed like a whole entire brand new roll of paper towels because I felt like I'll probably be messy with this. Do I also want to have something under it when I'm sewing then, since I don't have that bottom case thing? Because I feel like the bottom, as you sew, is going to like fling oil. This is not screwing in. I shouldn't have tightened that other one down all the way. See you, Wendy. Right, it's definitely easier to oil a machine that you don't have to take apart beforehand. Juki 2010 says 1 to 2 drops every 3 to 4 months. Huh, that's not very much. Do you know, I don't think I've ever actually read how often I'm supposed to oil my machine. Hey, Tara. Yeah, that makes sense too. It's definitely humid here. Well, winter can be dry, but I think my skin's going to be moisturized when I'm done with sewing machine oil. So. Let me wipe up some of this. All right. I'm going to lay this down. So it's moisturizer. It is. It doesn't smell the best. It's got a mechanic type smell to it, I guess, or metal. I don't know. But my hands are going to be so nice when I'm done, I'm sure. Okay, so down here, we're putting oil in. I don't know what I'm looking at. This thing over here. Over here. I'm just going to like look for anything that looks like it moves and put oil in there. And everything is already, ooh, probably not the bobbin though. I oiled my bobbin. Are they Bounty, Pura? They are Brawny, I think. They are whatever was on sale at Kroger when I did my grocery order last week. So my brand depends on the price, and I like whatever's cheap. Oh, Maria, you oiled your bobbin too? I'm glad I'm not the only one with a nice oiled bobbin. And nice oiled bobbin thread. That I'm not going to use anyway, so I'm just going to take it off. Definitely oily. Okay. You don't have Kroger, Brittany? You're not that far. We do have Kroger. I like the pick list, so, or I think they still call it that. I don't know. I order my groceries online and I go pick them up because I don't like Kroger like to go into it. Oh, it suggests a drop in the bobbin case. So maybe I did something good unknowingly. There's still a little bit of styrofoam down here. I feel like there are still more parts that I probably should oil. Yes, something up here. Like the diagram does not look exactly like the actual bottom of this. But I don't think it was telling me to oil the bobbin. It was telling me to oil this thing up here. I feel like I got all the spots. Okay, so now I guess we're going to take the top of it off. Yeah, I would agree that the instructions are awful. At least there are some. Oh, I didn't realize, you know, I did actually think I knew that Kroger was Cincy based. Weird that you wouldn't have one and I do. We're not that far apart at all, so. Or I don't have one where I live now. There's one in Sandusky, so that's where I go to get my groceries. It's only 20 minutes from me. The only thing I have is a Dollar General, and I'm not grocery shopping there. It does come in handy, though, when I forget something. All right. We're going to leave it on these paper towels now. Definitely heavy. All right. So who's nervous about me taking the top of this off? I think that screw and this screw maybe will be sufficient. I hope. Okay, I think my husband just got home, so the dog's going to bark, so I'm sorry if she's loud. Maria, I'm definitely going to order a case too, like after we're done. Okay, just 2 screws. So it does look like, I think that one and this one over here. Nicole, I'm not sure. Hopefully it's not every time. Somebody said that they read every 8 hours of sewing. So yeah, I don't know anything about a sale rate. So that's a good question if anybody knows, because if you have to take it apart to oil it. Do you guys want to see what it looks like in there? Hang on, let me move this. I've definitely never taken my sewing machine apart before. There's like, I don't know. Oh, the sale rate too. Okay, good to know. So at least this isn't like extra stuff you have to do because this machine's cheaper. So now the instructions don't tell me where to put oil in here. So I'm just going to kind of look at what moves and put some oil in it. And I will definitely check out the Consew YouTube channel after this. I'm going to take this thread out. Should I leave that in so I know how to thread it? Yeah, I'm going to leave that there. Chances are good that the instructions don't tell me. I don't see any wicks in here. I don't think any part of it's like self-oiling like the industrials are, where they have like the wick that hangs out in the pan. I guess I thought that bottom piece that I saw when I looked these up, I thought maybe it, I don't know, was an oil pan. Obviously it's not, so. Okay. Let's put this back on. Okay, so I guess though, once you know what you're oiling, I don't think this would be that bad. And especially if it's like every 8 hours. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't know how long it takes to get to 8 hours of sewing. Is that just sitting on there? I should have paid more attention to how this looked before I took it apart. Hey, Rhea. You missed the part where I was crawling on the floor and everything. The thread looks similar, Tara, to my other machine, but not quite the same. Like all of the same parts are not there, so it's not exactly the same. The press, oh, the foot pressure. Is that probably adjustable with this? Hey Maria, did you buy the zipper feet? Because I did order zipper feet. So this right here, I think, is the pressure for your presser foot. You know, I also don't know how, oh, interesting. There's how you lift the presser foot. I ordered the zipper feet at the same time because I wanted, I don't know, I knew that I wouldn't make a bag without zipper feet. So, especially with the width of this foot, it's pretty thick. So you get the right and left, I think was around $30, $32.12 with tax. So. Yeah, I think this knob right here is for adjusting the foot pressure. I don't want to mess with it when I haven't sewn with it yet. Okay, so let me see what it says to do next. Size 18 to 23 needles. It says to use size 22 for most medium to heavy sewing. I'm going to leave the needle that's in there in it. They recommend size 69 bonded nylon. I have 70, so that's probably just what I'll use. Okay, and they actually do give you diagrams for winding the bobbin and threading the machine. So, all right, so first I need to get this thing in the thread stand, which I think it goes in this hole, but it doesn't want to fit in that hole. It will fit in that one. This model is a Consew CP206RL. So it is marketed as a portable walking foot machine. And the listing on Amazon, they called it a leather machine. Oh, the needle plate's not marked. Well, you know what? I bet the needle plate, I think you can get needle plates off of Wawac too. Wawac. Yeah, I'm just going to put it in that hole until later because it fits easier. I think it's supposed to go into this back hole on the thread stand, but I can't get it in there. Because there's a little like set screw. Oh, it's not the same? Okay. It looked like it was the same size. So the Sailrite plate will fit though? Because I might get that. Oh, I can use some of my stickers from Soulful Therapy that have the seam allowance on them. All right, we're not going to worry about that right now. I'm just going to put it in this other hole where it does go. All right. So I don't know what kind of, I don't know. We'll just see how this goes. Let me find a Tech 70 thread. Okay, cool. I'll check the sale rate accessories then, or look and see if there are Consew accessories. I still have oil everywhere. I'm going to find the thread that they use to test it looks heavier than Tech 70. All right, do we think it's a horrible idea if I use Tex 80? Another post for the middle. Oh, okay, Tara. You know what? I do. I bet you that's what this is. There. Okay, I'll have to check out the smooth leather foot. Okay, good. I'm going to use that because this is the vinyl I'm using, and I feel like bubblegum pink goes with it way better than any of my Tech 70 options. Okay, so let's see. I am going to take this other thread out of here because, ew. I'll definitely be running some scraps through this first. So much oil. I feel like the needle should handle it based on the sizes that they were saying would be the sizes I normally use on my Juki. Okay, so let me find a bobbin that I did not oil. Okay, and I have to loosen up the center of the hand wheel. That takes me back. Oh, I didn't even plug it in yet. I'll get there. Okay, so through here, through a thing that I didn't put in. Oh, I didn't know that Tandy Leather had a Consew model also. That's cool. I'm glad there are other options that are cheaper, just because I feel like the sale rate's still a little pricey. Oh, yep, this is the bobbin winder here. Okay, so I want to go through the top. And then back through the bottom one. And then, oh, that's not going to work. I don't like the way that is not gliding through there easily. Okay, and then around this thingy, I'm sure there are real names for all these parts, but I don't know them. So, no, I don't feel like that's going to work. Some things. It might have just been what was back there. Okay, and then I'm going to Hey, Annette. I did have a good Christmas. How about you? I asked my husband for a record player, and I actually got it. So. Oh, okay, the Tandy leather one, $700. That's not bad. Okay, I need to plug this in. I didn't do that, so. Now I don't remember where I saw the plug. Oh, right here. Oh, that's awesome. Did your grandsons have a good Christmas then? I think my son told me thank you. My younger son, well, they both said thank you, but the younger one said thank you at least 30 times. So, you know what? I don't know where, like, is it just on? We're going to find out. Yeah. That's not it. Something's too tight here. Okay, my thread's like getting caught on something in the back. Okay, well, the bobbins don't hold very much, so. Oh, awesome. You're going to have Christmas today. We're going to wind a couple of these bobbins because that's pretty empty. Five grandsons. That's fun. I feel like this size of bobbin, I could probably use 12 of these to make a bag. And I think I might adjust this thing a little bit so it'll let the bobbin get a little bit fuller. I know I don't want to like overfill it, but it can definitely hold more than it's putting on it right now. Hey, Elizabeth. You tuned in at the point where I'm actually winding a bobbin, so. And it doesn't sound like that loud. I know it's not all running yet, just the bobbin winding, but. All right, we'll do 3 bobbins. Like, I might not even sew the bag. I don't want to ruin it. Oh, man. Oh, that's like a wadded up mess. You'd think I've never used a sewing machine before. Liz, it's brand new. I ended up getting that instead of the one from Marketplace. But now as I was opening it up, and it doesn't have a case, which I thought it did. Some of them come with a case. This one does not. The one off of Amazon didn't. I can get it for the model. But that one on Marketplace did have it, so it's fine. I think, let's see how this works. Okay, that's going to work. So I wonder if I'm routing this the wrong way, because it like doesn't want to go up and down because it gets stuck on that handle. So if I wasn't like manually guiding the thread, I don't think the bobbin would be evenly wound. Oh, you got a Cricut. Awesome. I'm not much help with actually getting a Cricut to work. I do know how to open the SVG file in the program though, so I could do a quick little tutorial for that too, or you can have Jennifer help you. I know how to get it that far, but I don't actually have a Cricut machine, so I don't know how to actually cut with it. Okay, so now let's look at the threading diagram. I'm going to tighten the center of the hand wheel back up. The thread still goes through this part, then through here, which I'm assuming is like this way. Okay. Then, okay, so in the directions, they have this little, oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so there's this piece here, which was just this way, and that's oily, like everything else. But it's vertical in this illustration, so I moved it. Okay, so we go in. Oh, it could stay the other way. I'm gonna leave it this way. Annette, I do like my record player. So I have a handful of records that I've been collecting and have not been able to play. The only thing that I'm not used to, oh, I'm sure I over-oiled it, Pierre. There's oil everywhere. So usually I stream music on Spotify. So the only thing that is not great is after like 4 songs, you have to get up and flip it over or switch it out to a new record. But it's fine. It sounds good and it's fun. Okay. There. So then normally there's like another little thing that I would click it in. There's not on this. So we'll just go through this hole and then through the needle. All right. I don't want to pull it too tight, or I don't want to pull it really hard. I feel like there's extra stuff on my Juki that this doesn't have. Okay, now we got to put the bobbin in. Oh, I don't have any 45s. I do have the little adapter thing on my record player to play them. So we'll see. We don't have a lot of places near me, like super near me, to buy records. But we do have one place that sells like used records where you can trade them in. Well, it's the Exchange. I don't know if that's a chain. So they have video games and they have a lot of records, CDs, cassette tapes. Okay, bobbin is in. Definitely over-oiled. Okay, so the Exchange is everywhere, or at least in Ohio. When I was a kid, I had a record player that I think was my mom's, but I don't know what happened to that. So I wonder if I actually needed to oil this because I think it was already super oily. It's a very, very oily now. All right. I feel like I want the way that the center foot is on, the center foot, it has just a hole instead of like the open toe. And I like the way my Juki foot is because the end of the toe part is like open. I don't know if you call that a toe. Entertainment, okay. Well, that would be cool to have a jukebox from the 70s. Oh, it takes 78s. Okay. I don't actually know if I know what a 78 is. Oh, you know what? Because this machine is metal. Yeah? Yep, you can still use magnets on it. So that's cool. All right, so let's get a scrap of this. So I do think I might want to get some kind of a light to put on it because there's no light. Wait, how do I adjust the stitch length with this? And how does it reverse? Okay. Oh, more styrofoam in there. I don't know why it like unscrews. I should probably read that part before I go much further. I don't know if you can use magnets on the Juki 2010. The top is like a 6. Okay, so do you just adjust where it's at and then tighten it up for your stitch length? I guess I'll unthread it and run it at full speed for a couple minutes or whatever. We'll see how that goes. And then I have to start over. I don't know about the Juki 2010, but I think it's plastic. All right, let's see how this goes at full speed. And then I can wipe up all the oil that flings everywhere, undoubtedly. It is pretty loud. Oh, that's a good idea, Rhea, to put sticky stuff on the back of a magnet. You could use like double-sided tape or something. I'm definitely going to have a lot of oil to clean up. So I think going forward, I'll put oil in the smaller bottle so that it doesn't get everywhere. I mean, everything seems to be moving good. It squeaks less than my Juki does. It is loud. Maria, I agree. I feel like a lot of the noise is coming from the bottom area, and I feel like that would be I had a case on it. Maybe. Uh-oh. Did I just freeze for anybody? On my laptop, I'm very pixelated. Annette, it is. It's a portable, they call it portable, portable walking foot leather sewing machine. It does have a handle on it, so I guess that makes it portable, but it is heavy. I think Brittany said it was 43 pounds. That's definitely my internet, and I don't think there's anything I can do about it. So hopefully it gets better. Probably not Piera. I don't know. Yeah, like every single person in my house is streaming and playing video games, I'm sure. So maybe I'm going to rethread this, and then we'll probably just do some like tests. And we'll see. I'm not going to do a whole bag right now, I don't think. Yeah, Ned, I do think sale rates are nice. I wanted to check this out because it was like a more affordable option. So I figured I would buy one and see how it works. The reviews that I read did say that the stitches look nice. Oh, good, it's better now. I'm sure it probably won't stay better, but yeah, if I turn off my Wi-Fi and I use like my cell phone signal, that's even worse because I literally get like no signal where I live. So maybe I should have told everybody to go to bed. Basically looked at one, but they have that black one that has like a wooden table and it looks really nice. So I don't know how I'll like not having my knee lift. It has zigzag. Okay, so they have one of these machines that has a zigzag stitch too. I don't remember the letters, but there you could get straight stitch or zigzag. But I just got the straight stitch one. All right, so let's see. Okay, so it sews. That's good. I definitely need to get the case on the bottom. My stitches are oily. Tension is a little bit loose. I guess I probably shouldn't just crank it like that when I don't know how this one adjusts yet. Yeah, I feel like it'll take me a little while to get used to having a lift on the top and not going like in the back like you would on a domestic. Oh, I'm all pixelated again. I'm going to take a piece of paper towel and wipe everything here. Tension's still too loose. It reminds me of sewing on my serger, like the sound that it makes. I think I need to adjust the bobbin tension because the top is all the way tight and it's still loose compared to the bobbin. Oh yeah, Jennifer, I wiped everything like all up in here. Do you mean like inside the, do you mean like inside this part here? Look at right above the presser foot. Okay, yeah, I wipe all that stuff, so hopefully that's good now. So I think I have the top tension as tight as it can get, and I can still see it kind of looping on the bottom side. So the stitches do look nice, though. I guess one thing that could be nice if I bought this from an actual place is that they could show me how to use it. All right, I'm going to loosen up the tension on my bobbin a little bit. And then we'll see if that's better. Looks better than it did. So I don't like that it doesn't tell you your stitch length. It has like in the book, it shows you like if you put it here, this is a 5, this is a 6, etc. But it doesn't like have any markings on the actual machine. So you're just kind of guessing on that, I guess. Should we? I don't know if I want to sell parts of the bag. I do have the instructions pulled up, so I guess I can. Let me find my stickers for the seam allowance. And let me wipe this up better so that I have a chance of it actually sticking. All right, so these are from Consew Therapy. I don't know if you've seen this on my regular machine, but it has fractions to list the seam allowance. And I have one on my other machine. So I'm going to put it on this one just because it doesn't have any seam guide on it at all. And I'll be lost without it. So I'm just going to, that's probably not a good idea to eyeball it. I have 500 rulers and none of them are over here. All right. So I'm just putting a ruler under here, lining up like where the needle comes down so I can match that to where the 0 is on the sticker. Okay. All right, so I guess let's just sew a couple pieces and we'll see how it goes. Worst case scenario, I have a greasy machine or a greasy bag. Also, I'm going to try again to see if I can gift these memberships. So let me see how this works out. Because I thought that I can give free ones. I can't though. So this is telling me that I can buy memberships for people. Oh, I wonder if I'm like not in here. Does it say gift after I click? Like it says 5 memberships are $9.95 and buy gift, but then also it asks me if I want to join. I hope this doesn't charge me $10. Yeah, it's going to. So I wonder, even though I'm logged in as myself, let me see what it looks like. Oh, maybe there is a setting. Let me see what it looks like on my iPad. Oh, I don't have any options on my iPad. I have super stickers and super chat. Yeah, maybe you can see it, Brittany. Trying to learn how to use a sewing machine and learn how to use YouTube, and I can't do any of it. Okay, so I do have, I'm not sure yet what zipper I'm using, but I have 3 different zipper tapes. But the lining for my bag is the Mormino stripes and scissors. And then exterior, I have watermelon luxe vinyl from Mormino. So I guess I'll just sew some of this. We'll see how it goes. I guess worst case scenario, I'll buy more vinyl if I ruin this. I don't know if I can buy more of the scissor vinyl though, so I'll be kind of sad about that. And this is definitely going to be weird sewing on this machine. So 3/8 inch seam allowance. All right, let's see if I can backstitch. Okay. I'm definitely going to get case for the bottom. I am making the Apothecary in it, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't think I'm going to make the whole thing right now, but why does that seem like it doesn't want to go? Okay. I missed my lever. Definitely weird on a different machine. And I feel like it's going to be weird or difficult when you reverse to get back to the right stitch length, because it doesn't want to like go all the way back up where I had it. So then I loosen it up. So unless I just sew at like the largest stitch length all the time, which I don't want to do, then I question, oh, have fun, Nicole. I hope your Christmas gathering is good. So Jennifer, do you have to like loosen it up every time? You wouldn't screw it, just make it loose. What was I talking about there? The reverse knob thing? Oh, you just keep it loose. Okay, so then do you just kind of remember like where you had it set so that when you move it back up, you get it back to the same spot? I think that I want to like make marks on this almost with like a Sharpie of like where I want my different seam allowances at. Yeah, I definitely think I'll do that. Probably Sharpie would be easiest, or some kind of paint. I don't know. Right now I have it like where the little like hump part, I guess, kind of comes out. That stitch length looks like it's probably about a 5. Yeah, I figure it'll come with time. So I'm just pressing this seam kind of wrong sides together. All right, let's do our first top stitch. Ah. So I feel like you also need to get a feel for the foot and the speed. That's probably not like my straightest line of sewing. Oh no. Dom threw a ball at your laptop. Did it hit the caps key? Your laptop's freaking out from having the ball thrown at it. I'll have to Google it later. It's not a big deal. I just know that obviously there's something about giving away the memberships and I don't know how to do it. Kira, I don't know. Everybody's not on your caps lock thing. Okay, so like, look, that top stitching doesn't look bad. I don't know if you can see it because I'm sure that the connection will go all pixelated. Maybe we can get real close. I think it looks pretty good. So, oh, yay, Brittany, I hope you did. Maybe I just don't have something set up right to be able to give them for free. Also, YouTube does not make it easy to find these things. Okay. So one thing I did do before I started this was put my pieces in order of how they need to be sewed. So now I'm taking a lining, the other lining back pocket panel, placing it right sides together with one pocket panel C. I really hate that this is vertical. Thank you, Annette. I felt like the straight stitch machine, I don't know if I read that somewhere before. That's why I decided not to get the zigzag. I don't know. In Studio under Earn, there's a tab, Supers and Gifts. I wonder if you don't have gifts checked. Oh, maybe I don't. Is that something? Hold on. Let me look and see if I can see that from here. Brittany's been a member for a month. I almost did that on your live the other day. I think I've been a member of your channel for 10 months. And I almost shared the thing when I found it. And then I was like, oh, weird. I don't want to click on it and put myself out like that. So where did you say it is? In Studio under Earn, there's a tab, Supers and Gifts. Okay, I think that's over here. Now I wish I brought my mouse out here. Maybe I should just read it later. I can look and I have super chat, super stickers, super thanks all turned on. Hi, Charlene. I'll look at it. I'll look at it later. I don't want to waste the whole time I'm on here looking at something that's, I don't know. Okay. Okay, so anyway, now I'm on step 3. I'm definitely not going to sew the whole bag right now because this will take me like hours and hours, I think. So Jennifer said to just leave this loose, so I'm going to listen to her. I'm definitely going to order that bottom case. Because right now, like when I adjust the reverse lever, it wants to get kind of wobbly. I feel like it needs a little more stability. So I also am used to my needle synchronizer now on my Juki, and it always stops with the needle in the down position. So I kind of missed that. Something that I didn't like at first, and then I got used to it. All right, and I definitely am going to mark like where I like my stitch length set. Huh, the paper towels are not giving me much stability. Oh, thank you, Maria. I really wanted to gift some of those and can't figure out how to do it. Okay, so press the back panel C up and away from the lining back pocket panel with the seam allowance pressed up behind pocket panel C. Top stitch using a 1/8 inch seam allowance. Okay. No, I want it this way. I am going to research when I am done how to gift memberships, and next time I will have it figured out. I hope. All right, so also if you sew on your industrial with your shoes on, because I do that, this is like reverting to a domestic. The pedal has that feel, so I had to take my shoes off. The stitching does look nice. So it also helps that this this Lux vinyl is really nice. So place the 2 lining back pocket panels. Okay, so now I'm going to place these lining sides together. This also feels weird to have the camera over there instead of over there, but I wasn't sure how I was going to set this up over here, so. And I'm reading the instructions, which are up there. Okay, so right now I'm just matching up the lining panels. And clipping them together at the bottom. Linda, they do look good. I'm surprised, I guess. I don't know. I feel like it sews like an industrial for being tiny. Okay, the bottom of this I want to sew together using a 3/4 inch seam allowance. Now I do feel like the reverse stitches are shorter than like the stitch length I'm sewing with. So I think something where you're like reversing and you want to keep your stitches in the same holes, I don't think it's going to be the right length, and you'd almost have to hand crank it to line it up right. Okay, I do think you can make a whole bag on this though. It's not like, it's kind of nice. It's sewing nice. I should totally be looking at the instructions. I think I want to trim this down. I haven't made one of these in a while. Yes, I did. Okay, and then I'm going to baste this together. So I'm just going to put some clips along the sides. Some of the paint where the lever is for the stitch length and the reverse is kind of picking off already. And I think it's where I tightened it down. So I figure I'll just point out random things that I notice if anybody is looking at this machine, just so you know what to expect. All right, I'm going to base this, so I guess I'll just put it on the longest stitch length. And I'm going to baste at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And I'm going to put my presser foot down first. All right, I think I'm actually going to, hang on, I'm going to turn my computer off because it's getting stuck again. Oh, thank you, Melissa. My squad is getting bigger. I had some members only content up for a while and then switched it over to everybody. So I do plan on doing more like early access kind of for members. I guess I could do like live, like these kind of things. I could do members only, I guess at some point. I don't know. There aren't that many members to just do a whole live for that. But I do early access kind of stuff. Different hacks or whatever for my pattern, so. So I got new glasses and they are not adjusted right and they're hurting my ear. So it could look worse, right? I feel like it's decent. I'll at least sew these side panels on. I don't know how much more I'll do, just because I feel like my internet is not doing the best right now. But I literally know that my husband is sitting in there watching football. Is there football on? If there is, he's watching it. Probably also looking at his phone. I'm streaming from my phone. Plus, I have my iPad has YouTube pulled up. And I know probably both of my kids are playing some kind of online game and also doing something on their phone at the same time. So that would be why my internet keeps messing up. All right, so now this I'm going to sew. I just put the side panels on, and I'm going to sew this together using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. All Okay, something's loosened up here, or something's going on because my needle's not moving. Something was getting funky in the bobbin. Let's try again. Yeah, always. Like, and I don't like football, so, I mean, I guess I watch my shows too, but I don't really watch that much. I watch Hallmark movies. Or I watch my friends sew on YouTube, so I think I just broke thread maybe, or that sounded bad. Okay, everything on top seems okay, but I feel like something's weird with the bobbin, so I'm going to check it out. Hallmark Christmas movies are like my favorite. All of them are exactly the same thing. I think I like them because I know what to expect, so I don't have to pay attention, and I still know what's going on. You know, I put this sticker on here over top where I have to open the bobbin. I'm just kind of cutting it with my scissors. So yeah, I definitely watched so many Hallmark movies for the last couple months. The bobbin looks good. Something's weird, but I don't know what. Let's try again. Huh. You know what? I've watched random episodes of The Big Bang Theory, but I've never watched like enough of them to know what's going on. Anytime I start a new show, I don't like have it in me to watch it enough to actually find out what's going on. And then I just return to the same old shows like Friends, Gilmore Girls, things that I've seen because I don't have to pay attention to them and I already know what's going on. Okay, yeah, something, every time I reverse, when I start to sew again, it gets weird. It is a tried and true formula. I like to be able to watch something that I can do something else while I'm watching it. So I have this problem of having to feel like I'm being productive all the time. So if I just sit and watch TV and don't do anything else, and I feel like I should be doing something. Ooh, I just bought one of those Woobles crochet kits. It is a dinosaur, I think is the one I ended up getting. So I'm kind of excited to try that. I was holding the thread ends. But it's not, the thread's not getting, it's after I start to reverse. So It's like fine when I go straight and then I reverse and go back to stitching forward, and then it wants to like jam up. So maybe I'm not switching it from reverse to back to regular at the right point or something. Let's see. Okay, that's good. So if I have my needle all the way down when I switch, then it seems fine. All right, let's try the other side. So this machine definitely has like a smell. I don't think it's hot or anything, but it has a mechanical smell. It smells like metal. Hi. I saw somebody saying that, Pierre, but I don't know what's hot. Like nothing seems to be hot. I'm not going to like stick my fingers inside there though. And it doesn't smell hot. It just smells metalish. Wherever I just stuck my hand, I have oil on it again. All right, so I'm going to top stitch this using a 1/8 inch seam allowance. And the seam allowance is pressed toward the side panels. I feel like I'm going to push my thread right off there. Huh. Well, Shanova, you and Pierre can be best friends because you both love the smell of that tape. I literally don't think I've smelled it. I know I bought it before, but does it keep the smell? I think one of them that I have might be from there, but it's going to take me a long time to get used to this presser foot lever being at the top. Oh, it fades. Okay. Well, I won't sniff mine then. I have like an old one, but I don't have any new. All right. I think my bobbin just ran out or something. So some of these stitches look kind of funky. So I do think I still need to like break it in. I think this is enough for tonight. This is hurting my back. But we have almost a back panel. Some of the stitches over here look kind of funky. And everything is very oily. So I'm very moisturized. I think my general opinion of first use on this machine, it's more difficult to use than like a Brother Singer or whatever, a domestic machine. It's more difficult to use than my Juki, but I'm used to that. So maybe it wouldn't be if I wasn't used to that. I feel like, I don't know, it might need to be broken more. It's still new. Definitely feel like there's a learning curve. I'd have to get used to it, but it might just be because of what I'm going from. It is a new machine. So this is a Consew portable walking foot leather sewing machine, I think is what it was called. So it's portable, I think, in that it has a handle on the top, but it is like 45 pounds, 43 pounds. So it's not that portable because it's heavy and I have oil everywhere. Lindsay's. I think Lindsay has a Sailrite. So this is a Consew. Same concept, different machine, I guess. And I honestly saw one on Marketplace. And then during my last live, we were talking about it and I found it on Amazon and I ordered one. I need to mess with the tension, I think, some more. And I might sew the rest of this bag on this. Or maybe I'll go back to my Juki. I don't know how often I'll use this machine, but yeah, it's way cheaper than the Sailrite. It was like $450 total, I think. And then I bought zipper feet to go with it. And this was like $32 for the zipper feet. And then I'm probably going to buy, there's a case kind of thing that goes underneath of it that I'll probably buy too. Somebody said they found it for $40 some. So still, all in all, it's cheaper than the Sailrite. I have not used a Sailrite, so I don't know at all how it compares. It seems to be a decent machine once you get used to it. I think there's definitely a learning curve. Just some of the way that the stitch length works is different, stuff like that. So I think, I don't know, maybe we'll see what tomorrow brings. Maybe I'll get back on and sew some more of this bag if you guys want to see that on this machine, or I can sew it on my Juki. So if I sew it here, I already have everything set up to be on this machine. So, and I did make 2 more bobbins, but I do think that I might rip the stitches out of that second line of top stitching and fix it, because the top thread was a little, oh, you know what? It probably is because I moved this. It's probably because I moved the thread stand. The thread moved and it was like sitting on the thread. So, okay, so let's plan on tomorrow sometime. I don't know. Let's see, tomorrow is Saturday. I don't know like what I have going on tomorrow. Nothing, I don't think. So maybe tomorrow evening time again. Evenings usually work better for me. And we'll get on and sew some more on this machine. Maybe I can make a whole bag on it. I just feel like it's going to take me a while because of all the different things, like my knee lift missing. Yeah, as soon as we're done here, though, I am going to go order that bottom cover thing for this. It seems there's like 2 feet on this end down here, and then there's 1 foot kind of just to the side of where the needle is. And so it's like when you push any, oh my gosh, I have grease all over my hands. When you push anything over this way, it like wants to tip the machine over. So the whole reason I wanted to buy it was to see if there was a good option for something that would be good for sewing bags, but cheaper than an industrial and smaller than an industrial. So everybody can't afford a walking foot sewing machine. And this is like not at $450. I feel like a good domestic machine, like a higher end domestic machine, can cost more than that. So I felt like it would be a good option to check out, to have something when people are asking what's a good machine that I can use to sew bags, but my limit is only $500. Then I could say, you know, I have this machine and I think it's good, or I think it's not, or don't waste your money on this. I just wanted to check it out. It seemed like a good option for people. So that was the main reason. The main reason I wanted to buy it, I saw it on Facebook Marketplace and I was intrigued. I looked it up. We talked about it on the live last week. And then I got it stuck in my head and I had to buy it. So I don't do a lot of like traveling and sewing, so I don't know that I'll take it anywhere and sew with it. But I just wanted to check it out. Mostly, I guess, for other people and to have something to suggest to people when they're looking for a machine. So yeah, we'll mess around with it some more tomorrow. I'm tired now. So, all right. Thank you everybody for joining me. I'll post something probably in the Facebook group, whatever time I schedule this live for tomorrow. It'll probably be in the evening though. I don't know if anybody else has lives tomorrow, so I'll check that out. But all right, and thank you everybody for hanging out with me and bearing with me through this. I'm gonna also watch some of the videos on the Consew YouTube and see what I can learn about this machine, because this is also me taking it out of the box and just messing around with it and not actually learning anything about it first. So, all right. Good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye.